Hello everyone, in the last video we have seen how to use a map function and what are the parameters we are passing and the order of the parameters. Okay, so this is very important guys. So whenever you do a map function, you work on a map function, you should know which are the parameters you are passing, what actually happened, what are you doing, you should know. Okay, so this function will help you to avoid unnecessary calculations so that you are doing the things very easy manner, right? So even here you can see you don't have to change this as float here, right? While you are, because you change it as a float when you are doing direct calculation, right? I mean manually dividing and multiplying the values. So here you don't have to do anything, right? You can pass it as an integer value. This is totally fine. Map function will take care of everything else. Okay, everything. That's fine. You just have to tell him the value that has to be mapped, initial range and the final range. That's all you have to do. So then anyway also you have to remember this map function will return an integer value, so you have to hold the returned value in an integer variable, right? So that it can be stored somewhere in the memory location and you can refer it and use it anywhere you want. See, we are using in the next line itself serial println y. Okay, so you know all these things guys. So since you know all these things, I am keeping this also because you can refer it always. I will keep it as a comment so it will have no effect in the code, this formula. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So I have made sure this is compiling, so I will upload this code and see whether it works fine or not. Okay, so I hope meanwhile you can upload to your Arduino and see, and you can change x value and also see you are getting the respective y value or not. Okay, so anyway, let's take 70 and I am expecting a 7, right? Because 70 to 100 means 7 to 10, right? Okay, that's obvious. So I'll use this whatever we call Tinkercad scenario, Tinkercad platform. I'll paste this code. Okay, and I will start the simulation, and you are seeing that, okay guys, 7 is coming here, right? So 7 is continuously being printed. Since the same value is being printed, you are not seeing the new printing values coming because 7 is always replaced here in the last line. Okay, so anyway the new values are being replaced. Okay, at every moment 7 is being printed and it is being continuously printed. You cannot note it down because 7 is the same value is coming next to each other, so you cannot see the moving. Okay, you understand what I'm telling? The moving upward you cannot see because the same values are coming next to each other. Okay, so now this works fine guys. Okay, totally fine because I'm passing 70, so 70 to 100 means 7 to 10. Okay, so that is what the map function does. It converts the value to an initial range to final range and return the value as an integer variable. So we are storing the value as a y integer variable and we print the y value. That's all we do. Very simple. Okay guys. Okay, so we will do some change and see whether it works so fine. So I have used 70, let's use a 550. Okay, so if I change it to 50, what should happen? The y value should be 5. Okay, you get it? That's so obvious guys. Okay, I'll read, I'll copy it, control plus A, I will stop the simulation. So I want you also to change the x values to different variables, different values, and upload with your real Arduino and make sure you are getting the correct outcomes guys. Okay, just change these values, play around with this and see what is the y value you are getting, right? You are printing the y value anyway, right? So let's see, 5 is expected. Okay, 5 is coming, right? So 50 means 50 for 100 means 5 for 10. That is so obvious. So it looks very simple now because this our conversion range is 0 to 100 to 0 to 10. So dividing by 10 is needed. Okay, but if you are having different numbers, okay, I mean not the 10 multiplication ranges. Okay, let's say you are to convert something from 0 to 350 to 0 to 923. So then this calculation will be a pain. Okay, so you can have the map function with the initial range and the new range. Okay, so let's say what I was telling is, if let's say if your initial range is 0 to 350 and your final range is 100 to 922, let's say you want something like that. So dividing will be pain, so you don't have to divide if you are using map function. What you can do is just pass the 0, 350 and 0 and 100 and 922. That means initial range and the expected new range, I mean new range that you want the value to be mapped on. Okay, just passing the values to be enough ranges, I mean starting and ending points. Okay, you get the point guys. Okay guys, so it's very easy. Actually I'm taking too much time. Okay, so this is working, the 5 also working fine. So anyway, I hope you understood the scenario of the map function and how it works. So I don't want to get into this simple exercise again and again. We will do something else with the map function and see see a little more things on the map function, so that we can use it for our future purposes, right? So I'm teaching it for a purpose, and you will get it soon. Okay, in the upcoming videos you will understand why I was focusing time on the map function, guys. Okay, anyway, feel free to use it in any of your codes and take the advantage, guys. So I hope you understood this tutorial, and I will catch you up in the next video, guys. And please consider subscribing us, and stay safe. Take care, guys.